Yanomami people, the largest tribe in the Amazon living in isolation, suffered greatly after the Brazilian government built a highway through the northern frontier of the country in the early 1970s. With the road came more settlers into the heartland of Yanomami territory, which also brought diseases the native peoples and species weren't equipped to deal with. The road also gave cattle ranchers better access to invade and deforest. From the 80s and on into the 2000s, gold miners devastated the rainforest, polluting both the land and the rivers with mercury. In 2020, Brazil passed a bill that allowed the Yanomami People's Reserve to be used for mining, farming, oil pipelines, outside settlements, and military operations. This led to further degradation of the land. Farmers couldn't produce as much in the infertile soil. Native animal populations were decreasing rapidly as their natural habitat was eliminated, and the health of neighboring regions was also compromised. The most devastating consequence of passing the bill, however, was the decline in fish populations due to mercury poisoning and overharvesting. Fish in the Amazon play a key role in seed dispersal, which decreases competition between the same plant species. The health of the forest suffered greatly as their numbers dwindled. After decades of fighting, in 2050, the Brazilian government finally recognized the ownership rights of indigenous people and gave them full control of their territory in hopes of restoring the forest to its former glory. Once given back control of their reservation, the Yanomami drew upon their vast botanical knowledge passed down from many generations. They began multiple strategies to ensure the longevity and vitality of their forest. They began slash and burn horticulture in order to release the carbon into the soil to ensure a nutrient-dense soil. They also began to selectively cut down some of the older trees in order to ensure that the new growth has enough sunlight in order to grow. They also practiced shifting agriculture to make sure that the soil does not lose its organic matter and nutrients over time. By ensuring that the soil is healthy, the crops that are grown in the forest are healthier for the natives. They also practice agroforestry in order to ensure that the variety of crops grown get the correct amount of sunlight and shade.